a bum too.
Where's Brandon Ingram gonna go? He's an offense heavy player who don't play defense.
I know they was talking about a trade with Chicago, but it was
Hell
more.
no.
But it was more so like him for Zach LaVine. But I'm looking like that's not gonna really help because you trading two players that play offense but don't play no defense. So we getting the same player.
Basically.
This is just the shit I'm talking about, man. These stars can't even get you 15 fucking points a game.
You must be betting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah, when you're betting, you can. It's like, fuck. Why can't you just score more?
But then when you don't bet they score 30, average over 25, then you bet they get you 9.
Yeah.
Or AD to get you 6. Bums.
Yeah, AD's not scoring very much but you got to think, AD he's a two-way player.
He couldn't even give me 8 rebounds.
What game was it?
The game that got blown up by Miami.
Oh, wow.
It was the second night of the back-to-back. You should have seen that coming.
They're NBA players.
Nah, man.
He's supposed to be an MVP. That Joker don't do that shit.
When they played 40 minutes the night before, a second night of the back-to-back, I knew they were losing that game. I just didn't know how bad.
I ain't never seen Mike do that in the second game back-to-back.
Plain and simple is
Mike ain't never came out and not get you 10 points.
I'm tired of people talking about all that shit Mike did when Mike was getting blown out for the first 10 years of his career.
He was still averaging 30-something points a game.
Mike was still on his shit though.
And the best defensive player in the league.
But we pick and choose whenever we want to talk about Mike because
no, we don't.
We'll
I'm
talk
consistent.
I know, but we'll say, oh well, he did this and that, and then he'd be like, oh wait, but he didn't win though. Oh well, he got
no.
And
I'm
like,
saying,
well, we talking about everything else as a whole.
You just said that AD played a back-to-back in the second half of a back-to-back. I should have seen that coming. Mike ain't never had that.
Damn.
You don't even want to like Suge.
Damn.
Really?
They ain't playing.
Really? Really? Okay.
Hey, that chat is a filthy place, bro.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, not too much on me.
Why you think I stayed off?
Not too much on me.
They don't play. Yeah,
man.
man.
Money, huh?
I like motherfuckers up. I go with you.
And then
I'll pull your shit up right now and go with you. I'll pull your shit up right now and flame you.
And then Dre was in the group chat making me mad.
Really?
Oh yeah, he was making him real mad.
Yeah, he was making me mad, bro. And then cause he'll pick a stat, and then and then if you defeat that stat, he gonna pick another stat. So if we talking about, we'd be like, oh, Mike never had a 10-point game, but he probably did. We probably don't remember. But then we'll be like, well, he's doing this and this and that. Well, Mike team did da-da-da-da-da. Or like he was talking about how many points they scored in the game or points per game. Like Mike never had a bench, is what he said.
Mike had a 12-point game once in his career.
But back then you didn't really need a bench because you were scoring only 90 points a game. Now you're scoring 130.
That's because ain't no defense.
But you still need a bench to score. You played more defense than offense back then. Now it's different. It's an offensive game. It's totally opposite.
Yeah.
So it's like, we can't really compare eras because that was a different style of play. Even the greats say that. So I was like,
Let me tell you something. When Michael Jordan played for the Bulls, he had one game he didn't score 10 points in 1986.
How many games did he score exactly 10?
I don't care. The bet was that Anthony Davis had to score 10 points. You said I should have seen it coming because it was the second half of a back-to-back. I said I ain't never seen Mike do that bullshit. You said, oh, come on. I'm telling you right now.
But
one time in his entire career with the Bulls, he scored less than 10 points.
It's been over 15 years since LeBron James scored less than 10 points.
We're not talking about LeBron.
No, we're talking about that. We're comparing it to the Lakers is what I'm saying.
But LeBron just did me dirty like that because I bet him to give me 15 points, and he couldn't even give me 10.
No, I'm talking about 10. He got 10. That was 10.
No, he didn't get 10.
I can guarantee he got 10. Go back to that Miami.
I'm about to go to my bed right now.
It's that Miami game. He got 10. He's on a streak right now, a double-digit streak that he's been on for
he might have got 10, but that didn't do me no good.
How many points? How many points does LeBron score last night?
I think he had a 39-point triple-double.
Yeah, that's crazy. That don't matter when.
So you mean tell me
you do that when you don't put money?
He
out
of his little so-called slump.
Well, the only slump that he had was a 3-pointer slump, and it was only for like 2 or 3 games, like 3 or 4 games.
And this is what the kids call they GOAT, huh? Okay, yeah.
At 39, sir.
At 39, crazy.
Yeah, at 39. Yeah,
But
I'm sure.
Mike was scoring 40 in his 40s.
He surely was.
But he wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing what LeBron doing. Let's not.
He scored 40 points in his 40s.
Yeah, he scored. He did it, but he wasn't. His stats weren't as good. He was a 20 point per game player, night to night. I'm sure it was games he dropped 40, but LeBron is averaging, like, his averages are better right now. I mean, granted, Michael Jordan was still the best player on his team, but he wasn't one of the top players in the league.
And like I said, they played defense then too. They remember that?
Nah. This is 2001, 2002.
It was hand checking.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no. I mean,
You can't hand check now. You gotta sit there and put your elbow against somebody, and little hand check. It's a little ticky tack foul. Come on,
and also you gotta also keep in mind LeBron's efficiency is insane. He was crazy efficient last year. This year, not as much. Last year, it was stupid. He was almost shooting 50%.
If LeBron James played in the 90s, how many points you think he'd average?
Maybe like,
He's still averaging his 20s.
yeah, maybe like 26.
Because he's still big. I mean,
Yeah.
if he running down court,
Crazy.
you know what I'm saying, like a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah, but half court, he wouldn't do shit half court.
Half court.
Because you can play more physical defense.
in his prime half court.
He ain't got no fade.
He does. Now
He ain't
he
got no
does.
fade away.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah, now he does.
Well, he probably
But-
developed one, but
when he first started, he ain't had one.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
he relied on his size getting into the paint.
Up until like 4 years ago, yeah, for sure.
And just running people over.
For sure. We're intro the pot. Welcome to the sports panel. We got a short crew today. We all matching. We doing our thing. I ain't even a Bulls fan, but I am today. God damn it. Yeah, we're local. We're super.
Chicago.
We're super local.
You know what I'm saying? Got to represent.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys rocking with us today. Like and subscribe and do all the things. If you're just joining in from YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. We got not just sports, we got a bunch of different shows. This show here is probably our most consistent. These guys here rock it out week in, week out. It's amazing. So definitely check us out and like and subscribe and all that other stuff, especially on our social media, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff. The Panel Network is where you'll find us. We'll get right into it. We'll switch gears from our banter into some football. And last week, obviously, the Michigan Wolverines went in and tapped that ass on Ohio State.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We sure fucking did. And we wanted to go ahead and do something that's pretty well known, pretty common, and that's to plant the flag on your opponent's field.
They got to stop doing that.
Why? It feels like we gotta stop doing it because we're rubbing it in their faces and it's us. But whenever any other team does it, it's not a problem.
No, it's a problem across the board. I like it when we do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's cool when we do it, but when they do it, it's fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like Michigan wasn't the only team
Right.
that weekend to do it. I think it was Arizona State that did it. They took the
It's a
the
known
pitchforks and they planted it. It was another team that did it, and then they planted their flag. So, I mean, personally, hey, check this out. I know I just got my ass whooped on the dang on field, but you not finna come and disrespect and plant your flag in my middle of the field. I'm finna whoop your ass. I'm sorry.
I look at it 2 different ways. It's like the T.O. thing with the star. Remember when T.O.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Emmitt Smith did it too.
It's a level of sportsmanship, gamesmanship.
Right.
You don't do that. But I'm on the other side. I'm saying if you don't want me to do it, then stop me.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
You
just
know
about
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that.
If you don't want
like
me
it,
celebrating, don't let me in the end zone.
and it was
But you hold on, let me finish my
yeah,
point.
go ahead.
With that being said, if I feel like that, I still gotta be ready for the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though I'm for it, I gotta be ready to get down what's gonna happen when I do that shit. Because you can't just do that to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm for it, but just gotta be ready for the smoke.
And 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna swing.
Nah.
Well, like they was getting pepper sprayed and shit. So they was swinging.
That's whatever.
9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna happen.
No.
But you gotta be ready. In the NFL, grown men ain't gonna let you do that shit.
No.
So that's why they started fighting T.O. when he started doing it.
And at the basketball game today, the coach went to the football coach. He went to the basketball game today, a head coach, and they showed him on a jumbotron. And on the jumbotron, you could see him doing the motion.
Michigan coach?
Yep.
Yeah.
Planting the flag.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
and we won that game too.
That's dope.
Because Sharon Moore, what he did is after they beat Ohio State, he went to the crowd and he was like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he
every
waved
game.
at him.
Yeah.
That's every game.
You got to beat us.
If you went on the road, you gonna wave to the crowd,
You got to
Yeah.
beat us.
Hey, but
especially if it's a rival.
in hindsight though, like, hey, Ohio State, come on. Ryan Day, you mean to tell me 4 years in a row you let Michigan beat you,
He out of there.
and then all of a sudden this is the year Michigan squad was booty trash, and you let them come in there in the horseshoe and beat you?
Well, I ain't gonna go with the booty and the trash. That's a little wild on my team.
It's a little wild.
That's
It's
a little
wild.
crazy.
But I did schedule this to be a loss this year. I scheduled it to be a loss. My brother's an Ohio State fan, was talking all this shit all week. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I never scheduled Michigan loss against Ohio State.
Man,
It could be a toss up.
That's like a Bears Packers game. You never say, okay, the Packers gonna beat us this game.
I mean, this year showed me.
Look.
But every other, because you got to think before khaki pants got there, it wasn't. I remember them years.
I remember the years we was whooping their ass too.
Well, yeah. You go a little bit further than that,
Yeah.
but you got to see. I'm just getting used to Michigan winning.
No, I've seen the heydays.
I love the Ohio State Michigan rival. I love it just as much as I love Michigan and Notre Dame rival. I hate that we stopped that rival. I don't know why.
That's not that big of a rivalry to me.
Yeah, but still though, it's just a rival. But seeing that Michigan and Ohio State rival, I'm like, these are teams.
That's a real rivalry.
Two teams that literally dislike, hate each other. And when I seen that, I was just like, really?
See, the thing about Notre Dame, and people be like, you can't be a Michigan and a Notre Dame fan, but you can. That's not like you said, Michigan, Ohio State. Everybody hate Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because Notre Dame has always been independent.
Yeah.
So everybody hate Notre Dame. So everybody say Notre Dame's their rival.
Yeah.
But Notre Dame ain't worried about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Everybody say Notre Dame is
I think
like
Notre Dame's rival's more USC.
Yeah.
Like a USC type.
Everybody say Notre Dame is like the Cowboys. That's what everybody always tell me. They was like, oh, we hate Notre Dame, this and that. I was like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you come to South Bend, get your ass whooped, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? We go on the road, we come whoop your ass. Hey, I know we ain't won a national championship since '88, but hey, we coming. Marcus Freeman, we coming.
Yeah,
so
I like him. I hope he stay there. Don't come to Chicago.
I have been hearing that.
He needs to stay there.
Don't leave Marcus Freeman. Don't go to Chicago.
That's the coach in South Bend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him
He
as a
should
person.
stay there.
No, he needs to stay in Notre Dame.
He's a culture guy.
Yeah, no, he needs
stay
to. He needs to stay in Notre Dame. Just because it's like he's building a culture. I can't see him in Chicago.
He needs to be successful first in order.
Yeah, I just can't see it.
And
So
it's funny because I was just talking to someone, a member at the job, about what Chicago needs, and they can't just get any regular,
Rookie quarterback or rookie coach.
No, it can't be a regular coach. It can't be a storied coach. It can't be. It has to be somebody who maybe has a little bit of coaching experience, but it has to be what the Lions got.
Ben Johnson.
No. Is that his name?
That's who they're talking about getting.
No. The Lions.
oh, you
From the Lions.
talking
You
about
talking
Dan Campbell,
and they need a Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
They
Well,
need
that
a
would
guy.
be a Vrabel. That would be a Vrabel.
Mike
Yeah,
Vrabel.
yeah. They need a guy who is from Chicago, or played for Chicago, maybe did it in Chicago, or someone who has a Chicago history to be able to come
Mike
in with a
Singletary.
culture.
This is a hard conversation for me because I just found out today that Jim Harbaugh wanted to come to Chicago.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
he
bro.
surely did.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
And they fucking passed on him.
no,
Why?
A Chicago quarterback.
Yeah.
And he wanted to be there. He's a culture,
a Chicago guy, a culture guy.
And develops quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are they?
That was
a not miss. That was everybody said we wanted Jim Harbaugh.
I found that information out on Thursday. They was talking about that. They was like, Jim Harbaugh literally wanted to come to Chicago, and it was something that he wanted, and they didn't want to give him in Chicago.
Yeah. That was,
you give
I
him
was
the
just about
keys
to
to
say,
the fucking city.
You need to give him the keys.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And that's the thing. Like,
it was Warren. I think what it was they got beef. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but during COVID, they was trying to shut college football down.
Yeah, they were.
Kevin Warren, our president now, was the head of the Big Ten at that time. Mm-hmm. And he was trying to shut football down for the Big Ten. Caleb Williams was one of the, for all of college football. But Caleb Williams was one of the people that spoke out against it.
Caleb Williams.
To try to get them to keep playing football. And Jim Harbaugh was one of them too. And Jim Harbaugh is also he was a player's coach.
Yeah.
He fought with the NCAA because he fought for players to get paid. Mm-hmm. He's one of the people that was for the NIL deal. Mm-hmm. So Kevin Warren being on the opposite side of that, there was beef there. So a lot of people saying that was personal that he didn't take Jim Harbaugh.
It's weird that Caleb Williams is now his quarterback.
Yeah.
Wow. That's telling too.
Because I remember
he don't have no say so in the quarterback.
Yeah, because I remember during that COVID year, when everybody was getting their season going and everything else, Justin Fields came out and spoke up on the Big Ten too. It was like, we need to have a season and this and that.
I'll take that back. That's who I meant. It was Justin Fields.
Oh, Justin
Fields. Justin Fields was
Justin
Fields was like
Ohio State.
Yeah. Makes sense why he gone now.
Yeah. And they was like, okay, well, we need to get the season going, this and that. And I remember the Big Ten, when they did start up, they was so many games behind everybody else. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I think they only had maybe like about, 6, maybe 8 game season or something like that. And a lot of people was mad that at that time they was allowed to be able to participate in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And they was like, why? But it was like, because like Ohio State is part of the Power 5 schools conference and everything else. So how you gonna leave the Big Ten out of all that? But you can't. It's like, okay, Big Ten. Who wins the Big Ten? Ohio State. You put them in a dang on playoffs. So why would you do something like that? But yeah, I remember that. I was like, so you got to get something started.
I would say I like the Kingsbury. I don't know if he's been a head coach. I thought he was for Arizona.
He was for Arizona for about.
That didn't work out pretty good.
I think for about like 2 to 3 years.
See, the thing is, you just passed up on him being the OC. Mm-hmm. So now you ain't gonna get him to be an OC now. You know what I'm saying? If you give him a head coaching job, he might come. But I don't know if that's the answer. I think Ben Johnson, Detroit. I don't want Belichick.
No.
I think he's overrated.
And he might end up going to North Carolina.
He's too old.
I don't care where he go. But
he only got to coach for maybe 2-3 seasons.
And
you want a guy to stick around for maybe 10-15 seasons.
And here's the thing. I just found out that Eric Bieniemy just got fired by UCLA because he was the offensive coordinator over there at UCLA. So you got a lot of things cooking there.
But
so
Bieniemy lost his value.
Yeah,
when he first left Kansas City, everybody was giving him the credit for Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Then he left, and Patrick Mahomes ain't missed a beat.
Yeah, because
so
he
was
went
that
over to
more
Washington.
him or was that Andy Reid?
Yeah,
that's Andy Reid.
Went over to Washington. If I was Chicago, I would get Ben Johnson, and then I would try to find a way to get Cliff Kingsbury over there because he only signed 1 year with Washington. I would try to find a way.
The only way he would do it is to be with Caleb. If he wants to be with Caleb that bad, he'll do it. But he's in a winning situation right now with Washington.
Yeah.
And he's doing pretty damn good with that quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, if he come over there and get it with a head coaching job, I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't see them giving him the head coaching job.
Nah.
It's a pretty fluid situation.
It's an important situation, and I don't know how they're going to do it, but I hope they make it the right decision. It's a hard one. They should have just took Jim Harbaugh.
Well, we'll shift gears real quick to you got Shador. He was in Las Vegas. He just received the John Unitas Award, so congratulations to him on that.
That's what's up.
But while in Vegas, he took a video of the stadium, Allegiant Stadium, and the caption said "legendary." It just fuels the rumors. And Bleacher Report put out a where do they fit, and one of Shador's fits were Vegas.
Well, that's what we was talking about last week.
Mm-hmm.
We could see him going to Vegas.
Yeah,
I can see that. I don't know what he means by legendary. This is a brand new damn team, brand new stadium.
maybe the franchise,
Yeah.
but he does fit that franchise. He fits that franchise, the attitude, and I really hope sports gets to a place where they start leaning into their lore a little bit more. Like I wish the Lakers would lean into their like who they are as a franchise, like what it means to be a Laker. Like they don't lean into that, like what it means to be a Raider, like what the Raider attitude is.
Well, it's hard to do that when the people have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, people are different now. Like back in the day when it was the Showtime Lakers, you don't got those type of players now.
You probably don't, but all it takes is just a coach to preach it.
Yeah.
Okay, but they also have to have swag and style. It was more. It was off the court too.
Yeah, it was off the court.
And these kids ain't got that shit.
With the Raiders, they could build that pretty quick.
Well, I was talking about the Lakers.
I mean, yeah, Lakers, yeah.
Now the Raiders, you want the hard nosed, tough, gritty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You want that type. You want the dogs. Mm-hmm. That's what the Raiders are known for.
Mm-hmm.
You got to draft those type of players. That's all you got to do. You see these players come out of college, draft what fits your system.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That black and silver used to mean something back in the day.
It really did.
You know what I'm saying? When you came into Oakland, it was the black hole. You know,
right.
that black hole that meant something. And I know I just read an article that came out and it said that Deion told the head coach hey, you need to draft Shador and you need to draft Shiloh. And I was like, pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. But what do the Raiders pick at in the draft right now? They're not picking number one. They're not picking.
Well, it's too early to tell. I don't look at projections.
Because I know we was talking about this last week.
Yeah, but it's still 5 games left.
Yeah, so predicting right now is like Jacksonville and the Giants are between 1 and 2 right now. And 3, I don't know who holds number 3. It might be the Jets.
Yeah, but that can change in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So we don't know, but
as of right now, they're tied for the number 2 pick. Number 1, 2, and 3. Jacksonville, Vegas, and the Giants. Okay. They're all 2 and 10. And then it's 3 and 10, 3 and 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9. So if they win a couple games, if they lose out, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's a lot of teams in a 1 game difference.
Yeah, it is. It's 8 teams with a 1 game difference right now.
So in 5 weeks we can go. In 5 weeks he might be on his way to fucking somewhere else.
I mean, 5 weeks he could go to Tennessee, the Jets. I mean,
you know what I mean?
They gonna need a quarterback next season.
I don't think Deion is gonna let him go anywhere though.
No, but you got a good litter of teams that you can go to where he might be picked. And who knows? Maybe one of these teams think that he's not the number 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
And then he gets skipped over a couple times. Keeping it on college football. What's I can't see that other name at the top. You know what? I'm tripping. I got it written down.
You got the playoff preview
on the other side. I got
Ashton Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Genty. I
don't
know how to pronounce his name. Ashton Genty
versus Travis Hunter.
For the Heisman?
For the Heisman, that's not even
that's
debate.
Not even debate, man. That's Travis Hunter.
That's not a debate at all.
That's Travis Hunter, man.
That's Travis.
All right.
I mean,
I'm a Travis Hunter guy, but but I didn't know if everybody else was.
I think I seen the odds was minus 700 for Travis.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ashton kid was like in the pluses, plus 500 or something. That's a landslide.
You think they'll pull some bullshit just because?
And give it to the running back?
Yeah.
For Boise State. I believe they could just because Boise State is having one of those type of miracle seasons. Mm-hmm. Right now they're in the playoffs. Don't let Boise State mess around and win their first round playoff game. it's gonna be like, oh wow, Boise State messed around their first playoff game, so now they on to the next round.
Let me ask y'all a question since you bring that up. How many teams in the playoffs? 12 or 10?
12.
12. I seen something earlier where the Colorado was ranked 12th in the nation.
Let me double
Can
check.
you confirm that for me?
Yeah.
At 9-3, right? They lost 3 games.
Yeah.
So tell me why they're not in the playoffs.
Because they're going by strength of schedule.
Yeah, well, not only that, it's like there's certain. It doesn't just go 1 through 12. It goes through like who wins their.
That's not been set yet.
Well, yeah, they're probably not projected in there just yet because of how it's logistically put together.
Well, what I'm saying is, if how do they got a playoff bracket if it ain't panned out yet?
So last week they did just a prediction of a playoff bracket, and
so that was a prediction.
Yeah, and they did like the top. They did the top 12 or top 13 teams, like that, and then they went and they put the top 4 teams got a bye, and then from there they went the next teams in, and they would be getting like home games, and then they filled everything else in. So like Alabama will have to go to Notre Dame because Notre Dame will host Alabama in a playoff game. Arizona State would actually be the 12th team, and I think
they changed it from when I seen it. So Colorado's 20th.
Right. So Arizona would I can't remember, but Arizona will be playing somebody else. So now what just happened, because Georgia was on the outside looking in.
They just beat Texas today.
They just beat Texas. So now Georgia is going to flip that and get a bye. So
you saying the playoff bracket I saw is not the bracket for real?
No, because now they're going to.
So when does that come out?
Tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow's going to be the final playoff bracket.
Okay. See, that's why I hate seeing these brackets and thinking, and they make it seem like it's real.
So they had Texas in as a top 4 team. Georgia's going to end up getting that because they won the SEC.
Okay. So this is just preliminary talk then. Yeah. This don't really matter to this. So they pan out.
Exactly.
But
so that means
when I saw the standings, Colorado was ranked 12th.
Right.
9-3. I'm like, how the hell they didn't make it?
So that mean that.
So they can still make it. Or is that those teams, the teams that's going to make it is going to make it. It's just the seeding now.
Yeah, it's just going to be the seeding.
Okay.
So that mean that Alabama may not even end up playing Notre Dame. It might be somebody else playing Notre Dame. Notre Dame may get bumped up to 5 and host the playoff game, and somebody else end up playing Notre Dame.
So are they in the championship? Is Colorado in the championship game?
No.
So let me ask you a question. Ohio State, they're in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
They just lost to an unranked team. Are they in the Big Ten championship game?
Nope.
No.
So they don't got. So they're just solidified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The record is a record.
A record is their record.
10-2.
Yep. Crazy, right?
Miami's 10-2. How come they not in?
Because they're gonna put Alabama in over Miami because they're going by.
I'm talking about Ohio State. They both got the same record.
Strength. They're going to go by strength of schedule.
They just lost to an unranked team.
They're going to say that Ohio State played quality opponents where Miami didn't really play nobody.
But they beat everybody they play. I mean,
and then they're going to say
this shit's still flawed.
You remember
this
that?
College, this
you're right.
Still flawed.
You remember that game that
Alabama is over Miami and Alabama's 9-3.
Right. You remember that game that it was Miami had beat California, and they really shouldn't have beat California. And then there was a game that Miami beat somebody, and it was like a Hail Mary at the end of the end zone, and they saying, no, it wasn't a catch, but then it come out to really being a catch. Those type of games, they look at everything down to the T.
It's like, still flawed to me.
Yeah, they look at it as like, was it a close game or was it a blowout?
Florida State should have been in it last year.
Until they make it to where everybody plays everybody. It's not gonna, there's gonna be some flaws somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's always gonna get snubbed.
Yeah.
It's just now with more teams, less teams get snubbed.
Because now
why they don't do stricter schedule in the pros?
No, that's because it's a solidified league with only 30-some teams. You're talking about hundreds of teams.
Right. Just like NCAA tournament, field or 68? They don't do that no more. They don't do strength of schedule. It's like automatic bid if you win your conference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there should be some automatics.
Yeah, there are some. I think the first 4 are automatics.
Yeah, it should be. I'm all for the automatics. Mm-hmm. But why is teams getting snubbed because they're beating? They can go undefeated, and just because they're a smaller school, they don't get in.
Yeah. I mean, Army is 10-1, and they're way the fuck down there.
Right.
I even put
now. What would have changed that?
I mean, I guess
who they played on their schedule.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I even get one even better to you. So you got SMU and Clemson playing each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And SMU is in that top 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get a bye. If Clemson beats SMU, who gets that spot? Clemson. That's crazy, right?
It is just flip.
Now everybody that Clemson beat, and they got a notch on their belt because they lost to Clemson. Mm-hmm. They should get a notch up because they lost to a team that beat a top 4 team.
Right.
They don't count all that. There's so much shit that can go into it.
Mm-hmm.
That the system is just it'll
flawed.
never be right.
It'll never be right. Yeah.
It'll never be right.
Moving to professional football, we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of a brief playoff review in the NFL. Let me go back to my page right now. I'll just go on who's on the outside looking in, and you guys tell me if they got a shot. In the AFC, outside looking in, you got the Colts at 6-7, the Dolphins at 5-7, and the Bengals at 4-8.
Indy, we got a shot, man. We at 6-7, man. We got a shot.
It looks like they're the only ones close because everybody has won.
Are you going division by division?
No, I'm going just the conference standings.
We got a shot.
Who, Indy?
Yeah, we got a shot. We 6-7. I believe we can do it.
Who else you guys got to play?
I didn't look at the rest of our schedule, but
I can find it.
So there's 4 division champions
and 3 wild cards. We got a shot.
So the Bills gonna make it. The Chiefs gonna make it. Steelers gonna win theirs probably. So you're talking about winning your division. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, we ain't gonna win the division, man.
Because if you don't win the division, you ain't getting in. Just like you can forget it with that wild card shit.
Who holds other 2 wild card positions right now?
Chargers 8-4, the Broncos 8-5, the Ravens 8-5.
Oh crap!
And the Texans 8-5. If y'all was to win, if the Texans win the division, and you need that last wild card spot, you actually,
because the Chargers are 8-5, right?
Oh yeah, that's 3 right there.
And you guys play the Broncos, Titans, Giants, and Jaguars.
Yeah.
Okay, we could beat the Jaguars. We could beat the Titans. We could beat the Giants.
You could beat the Broncos.
We could beat the Broncos. Wow, we got a shot, man. We got a shot. Yeah. I believe.
If you damn near win out.
Yeah.
And then the Chargers and Broncos and Ravens got to damn near lose out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'll be tough. I've seen crazier things happen.
It's just them Ravens, though, man.
I think it's a dub for the Colts, man. Y'all need to wrap it up.
Going to the NFC.
Whack ass Colts.
Going to the NFC.
No.
Who cares about the Colts?
No. You got the Commanders with the 7 in the 7th spot at 8-5, and then after that it drops off. It's 6-6, 6-6, 6-6 for the Bucks, the Cards, and the Rams. And then from there, just pretty much 5 games and 5 games won and less.
I think the NFC is pretty much sewn up.
Yeah, you don't think the Cards and the Rams can sneak in there?
If the Commanders keep playing the way they playing.
Oh, you know what? The Seahawks are 7-5, and they're the division leaders right now.
And that's only by 1 game, so
yeah,
half a game.
The Cards and the Rams, it could be a fight between them.
Oh yeah, 1 game. Yeah, I mean, that's the only conference that got
that's the only one that got a shot. 49ers are 5-7. Rams 6-6. Cards 6-6. Seahawks 7-5. Yeah.
Only way the 49ers is going to make it, they got to win a division, and that ain't happening right now. Because
I still got the Rams winning that division somehow.
Yeah, and Rams, they have to play the Bills, 49ers, Jets, Cards, the Seahawks.
They can win all those games. Besides the Bills, they ain't winning that one.
Like, they got to, I mean, it's division games.
That's all division games.
Yeah.
I think that's how the whole league is because our last couple games in the North is all division games.
Yeah. I like
so they probably did that. That's smart.
That's
Do that
that's
shit
really smart.
right before the playoffs.
Yeah.
The South is like that too.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons and Buccaneers tied for first place.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the Buccaneers get that, man. I like Baker Mayfield.
I like
my
Baker.
boy, man.
He didn't.
He be getting unlucky.
Yeah, he didn't had a bad little rap, and he didn't came back and had a resurgence.
He turned that all around,
career.
man.
That's just like, okay, what do you think about Jameis Winston's over there in Cleveland?
I like him too.
I do like him.
He's
I
a
like
Hall
him
of Fame interviewer. Like he say the tightest shit when you interview him.
Bro,
he a master motivator.
hilarious.
Yeah, I love James
Yeah, he
Winston, man.
He's
but
hilarious. What was it that he said about? He said, I prayed to God about the interceptions.
to get the pick sixes out of my life or some shit.
Right, man.
Yeah, man. He can lead the league in touchdowns and interceptions. So it's like that's why he on the bench. Well, he was before Snake got hurt. But what coach GM is gonna invest or give you a long-term contract when they don't know which one? He's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Right, yeah.
One game
yeah.
and this last game he had almost 500 yards passing.
Yeah, and that was like the most of the year.
Man, he was going crazy. But then he threw 2 pick sixes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that's just how he is, man. And
he be hot and then he go cold.
And he's such. I like his
game.
attitude.
Yes.
Like he's always happy. He's always smiling. He takes advantage of his opportunity.
He takes the game seriously.
Man.
He loves the game of football.
Right.
Yeah,
So if you Cleveland, you have to keep him because you don't know what you're gonna get with Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta get rid of him to begin. Like, Watson
But that's gonna be difficult because if you get rid of him, you hit.
Yeah.
Draft a quarterback.
All that guaranteed money.
That's a lot of guaranteed money, man. $230 million guaranteed. Then your salary cap, your dead hit cap money for the next few years is like tied up, man.
How much would it cost for them to buy him like a brothel in Australia? Or something? They need to get him like his own island where he can just get massages and shit, and then let him come back, kill
Do
him.
whatever you want.
Oh man,
They've done worse.
You know, because the latest lawsuit he just had, it just got dropped because the evidence couldn't find. I mean, they couldn't find no evidence that really that said anything that he did anything, so they just dropped it.
Well, it's all about what these bitches are saying, right? There wasn't no cameras in the rooms. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Those 84 chicks against his word.
Yeah, man.
That's the hard thing about it. The one come out, they all come out, and then they all right. Yeah. You got to believe them because they're women.
Because it's the Cosby effect.
Hey, because I remember when it first came out, they was like, oh, it was about 20 multiple women. Then next thing you know, next day, oh, it shot up to 24. I'm like, damn, Deshaun, what did you doing, bro? Like,
see, I'm a numbers guy. I don't know if he going to all these different fucking massage places and they all tight.
Right.
But I've been to quite a few massage places, and I probably got one massage by a chick I would fuck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't all tight. You know what I'm saying? And he a millionaire. So he's just taking he's just hitting all of them. He want them all.
He's got private massage money though. It's different. Like the massages he was getting were from like private masseuses.
Coming, so they was coming to his crib.
So they knew what was going on.
It was one girl who said that he went to her crib and met up with her.
Oh, the one that couldn't get in the door and shit?
Yeah, he couldn't find the door. He was frustrated. And
she sounded like she was lying.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's a real
You heard that story.
That's a real detailed story to be some lies.
Man.
What? I can make up a lie right now, detailed.
If that story was a lie, then I need her to come up here and tell stories for us.
But just think about this though. All that stuff really didn't come out until the minute he said, I want to trade from Houston.
Yeah.
What more can we say?
Yeah. Put your tinfoil hats on.
I mean, we got a list of names we can name that just went crazy out the blue after some shit happened.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence just all of a sudden lost it. Eddie Griffin all of a sudden lost his mind. Cat Williams all of a sudden just getting beat up by kids in the parking lot.
Yeah.
All the way back to Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle lost his mind, went to Africa.
Yeah.
Hey, the media crazy, man.
Tinfoil hats on. We'll move on to basketball. We'll just let me check the standings really quick with the NBA. NBA, you know, it's a good product this season. It seems like a decent product this season. I haven't watched a lot of basketball this season, but the games have been competitive at the least.
Yeah, right.
You still got the Cavs, Celtics, and Magic at the top of the East, followed by the Knicks and Hawks. The Bucks are 11-11. The Heat are 10-10, and then below that it is bottom tier basketball. In the West, you got the Thunder, Rockets, and Mavericks leading the way, followed by the Grizzlies. The Warriors have kind of come down to earth. The Clippers are 14-10. The Suns are 12-9, and then from there, surprisingly, it's just a flip of the rankings. The Nuggets, Timberwolves, and Lakers, and they all have winning records. It's a tight race. The in between 5th and 10th, you're talking about a difference of
1.5 games.
Yeah, 1.5 games.
It's early in the season.
Still very early in the season. I will go ahead and throw out a special shout out to the Magic. The Magic went on a really, really, really decent run. I think it was a 10-game win streak they went on, and they did it all without Banchero, which was cool. Unfortunately, Franz Wagner is going to be out indefinitely.
He just got hurt.
I
just watched him play yesterday. Who did they play yesterday?
He just got hurt, I believe, yesterday. But he is out indefinitely.
What did he hurt?
It's a oblique injury.
That's the same thing that happened to
the 76ers.
Banchero.
Then that's a training staff issue.
That's crazy because he was the only one scoring yesterday.
He's the only one that's been scoring on the team, really. I mean, well, he's our only superstar. It's the same injury as Banchero.
That's crazy because he can consistently get you 15 points a game.
Michigan guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it seemed like the Orlando Magic drafted nothing but Michigan players for like 5 years.
Right.
It was wild. They had every good Michigan player.
Yeah, because don't they got Juwan Howard's son?
They got a bunch of Michigan. Let me see the roster. I think they do have him.
I want to say they do.
Because he hit a 3 in his father's face while he was on a bench.
Yeah, they got Jet Howard.
Yeah.
They got Maurice Wagner, who's a Michigan guy. They got Caleb Houston, was a Michigan guy. And then if you go back, they got Gary Harris, is a Michigan State guy.
Yeah.
But if you go back each season, they keep at least 4 or 5 Michigan guys on their team every year. It's wild.
You know, that still ain't enough for me to be an Orlando Magic fan, though.
No. No.
Not at all.
I mean, it's a good space for them to go from Michigan weather to Florida. Yeah.
But you said, yeah, true. You mentioned something about consistency.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Orlando got the record they got, because they got a superstar that's consistent.
Yeah.
When you got those players that's consistent, you can count on them. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
When you got players like AD that you can't consistently count on to even get you 15 points and 8 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Players like that. And he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one.
He had one bad game.
He ain't the only one.
He had one bad game. He's having an MVP year.
He ain't the only one.
But he had a one bad game. But I will say, go ahead.
Zach LaVine. He couldn't get me 10 points. He couldn't get me 15 points the other night.
Those are two different players.
No, he averages over 20-something points a game.
They're in two different stratospheres as a player, though. You're talking about the top 75.
Zach LaVine.
Top 75.
Zach LaVine is an elite scorer, and he scores over 20 points a game. So if you averaging over 20 points a game,
he should get
you're an elite scorer, you're an elite 3-point shooter. You should be able to get 15 points in a game.
You should.
You come out there and lay an egg, I wouldn't say John Morant, because I don't know if he's dealing with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes out there and don't get you 10 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Anthony Edwards is gonna get you 10 points.
So right now the Bulls they're trying to offload their guys. The Bulls are trying to offload their guys. The Jazz are trying to offload some of their guys. Colin Sexton they're trying to offload. Who's the?
They just got him too.
Yeah, and he's a baller. He's
a dog.
He's a dog. They're trying to offload Collins, and they're trying to offload who's the 6th man over there?
Over where? In Utah? I don't know. I don't know.
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson, yeah.
He former Laker Jordan Clarkson. So
You talking about the dude that be wearing a dress?
no, he don't be wearing dresses.
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's news to me. Maybe.
I wouldn't doubt it. They all wear dresses.
Right.
Yeah.
But Colin Sexton, do you remember that game? And he went to Alabama, right, or Arkansas? I think he went to Alabama. You remember that game at college? They was a man short, and he played the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And he almost won that game for him.
Yeah.
That will forever in basketball history be engraved in my head, and nobody could ever tell me nothing bad about that dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He is a dog, man. He reminds me of like Jimmy
That's
Butler.
it right there. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Thank you for.
Is that pink?
No,
thank you.
Jordan,
Yeah, that's pink.
What we doing, Jordan Clarkson? Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy, man. They go to L.A. and go crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. Him happened to Westbrook, LeBron.
LeBron ain't wearing no dress.
Damn near.
Hey. Look, the outfit LeBron had on
The shorts.
The shorts.
Tuxedo with the shorts.
with
Yeah,
the and with the
that
boots
was wild,
and
bro.
the
the purse.
yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anyway,
Right.
anyway,
That was wild.
where are these guys going? Where's Vucevic going? Where's Zach LaVine going?
I don't know, and I don't give a damn. Nobody wants him.
It's hard to get rid of Zach LaVine because one, his contract is way too much money. When we had the chance to trade Zach LaVine, we should have traded him at the time we had. But what did they do?
Well, he got hurt on purpose.
Thank you.
Right at the trade deadline.
Thank you. We signed him, and then all of a sudden he get hurt. And then all of a sudden,
Nobody wanted him.
DeRozan was by himself, and DeRozan balling.
And they trade him.
We trade him.
The only consistent player you got.
Right.
What did you get for him? Oh no, you lost him in free agency, right?
No.
We traded him.
We traded him to the Sacramento in the
Pretty
offseason.
sure.
I thought it was free agency
No.
because I know he was talking Lakers.
Yeah, we had to trade. We should have traded Vucic, but nope.
Nobody wanted him either. He can't even get off the ground.
Yeah, you know.
He's doing pretty good this year, but you want him to do good for trade bait because he ain't the long-term goal or long-term solution.
Kobe White is doing his thing, and then
No, it wasn't free agent. It wasn't a trade. It was free agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you could have got something for DeRozan, and you got nothing.
Right. And what DeSumo is starting to kind of really pick it up a little bit now.
Chicago boy.
Yeah. What's the one kid?
I like their young core. I like Kobe White. I like DeSumo. I like the rookie Bazimas.
Yeah.
Can't say his name. I like
That's
him.
the dude we drafted, right?
Yep, I like him. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, we definitely need that.
Definitely need a coach.
We should have got rid of Billy Donovan, you know.
But we can't do nothing with Zach and Vooch though.
Yeah.
We can't. We got to get rid of them so we can get some more pieces.
And
gotta clean house.
here's the thing that I see in the NBA, and I don't understand why more teams don't do it. All right, there's only two ways to build a team, right? Either you go superstar hunting and pray it works, and you have the right coach with the right system for the right players and the right bench. Like, either you do it that way, or you got to go Boston Celtics, because you got teams that like Boston. They built their teams by the draft.
Well, that's an anomaly though.
Well, no, because
that don't happen often.
You got the Thunder over there that's doing it. You got Orlando that's doing it. You got Denver that did it that way.
Thunder failed a lot of years during that process.
I understand. It's going to take a really long time.
Right, and a lot of players,
if you draft good,
a lot of places don't got that long. Okay, that's OKC. You think Chicago has that much time to lose?
Well, the thing is
we don't.
No. Here's the thing. OKC was able to do it because they acquired stars, and then they flipped those stars for a lot of picks at one time.
But all those draft picks was over years.
Yeah.
Maybe over, like, the players that they got now were probably over the last 5 years of draft. They only have one
That's
player.
5 losing seasons.
I know, but they only have one player who was able to hit that 4-year, get that extension, and that's Shy. And they got Shy from the Clippers for Paul George.
Right.
But the rest of the players, Chet, and both the Williams boys, although they're still in their, a lot of them are still in their rookie contracts,
Right.
or rookie first 4 years of their career, and they are the top of the league right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got players that could turn into. I'm not saying do it the Sixers way, where you tank year after year after year and just put out a shitty product, but do what they do in baseball. Baseball, they sign these stars to big ass contracts and then they flip them in the middle of the season.
You're talking about flipping Chris Paul, Paul George, James Howard, I think it was.
Chris Paul,
KD.
Paul George. No, not the KD trade. That was too far ago. Westbrook was too far ago.
So it
was PG. It was
Chris Paul,
and
Carmelo.
It was Carmelo. And out of those players, they were able
those
to
three
get
players ain't Zach LaVine and Vucevic. You're not flipping franchises over and getting all those draft picks for those two guys.
Very true, but you could trade those players to
I get what you're
teams that
saying.
are getting higher picks potentially.
No,
I see what you're saying. But at the same time, Chicago ain't got that much time
no, we don't.
for a rebuild. They're not
No,
going to
we
accept
don't.
that much time for a rebuild.
No,
Why not?
You're
Y'all losing anyway.
the third biggest market because you want to sell tickets.
exactly.
You got to put some type of product on the floor.
That's why.
The baby Bulls years,
Yeah,
treacherous.
that's why we were saying that when we had the chance to
Chris
trade.
Duhon and shit.
When Zach
Eddie
LaVine
Curry.
was at the end of that one contract, when we traded for him, when we traded for him from Minnesota, and he was at the end of that contract, we should have got rid of him then, because that when he was at the height and he was playing, we should have got rid of him then. Then all of a sudden, what do? We go and we sign him to that big old ass contract, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt. And like, I agree with Jay, he got hurt on purpose. I'm like, oh, you fucker. Now you get hurt. And then we trade for Vooch. Vooch, you come over there. You have that one good-ass season. Then all of a sudden you go off the rails and you ain't playing as good as you did anymore. We get Patrick Williams' ass.
That was their dumbass fault for drafting a bench player
Exactly.
that high in the draft.
And then all of a sudden you can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy.
You know. And then
They're trying to get rid of him, but nobody who gonna want him.
what did you do? You signed him to like a 4-year deal, not worth $90 million. I'm looking like, what is y'all doing?
That's up the top. Reinsdorf don't know what the fuck he doing. And that's the son, right? The son running shit now. Reinsdorf's son.
No, it's I believe so.
It's
And
the
then I
son
know,
now. It ain't the daddy.
yeah, because we got who in the gym was because
Dude from Denver.
yeah, we and that and then
Karnasovis or some shit.
and then the owner is still
Reinsdorf.
Reinsdorf,
But his son, I think his son is
his
the one
son
doing
is
shit.
still owning it. So I'm looking at it like, okay, you selling a fucking White Sox. Why don't you just go and sell the damn Bulls too?
Yeah.
Just go and sell the fucking Bulls. You finna get all that damn money for the White Sox. Go and sell the Bulls. You finna get a shit ton of money for the damn Bulls. You straight. You think somebody gonna come and move the Bulls out of Chicago? Hell no.
All right, so you got 2 vehicles in your driveway. They both not doing too well. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a little maintenance into both of them. But one is a Lexus and one is a damn Ford Escort. You get rid of the Escort first.
Right.
You hold on to that Lexus. You might, fix that up. You got more out of that. What the hell you going to do with the White Sox?
Oh, that motherfucker got to go quick.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely selling the White Sox and keeping
quick.
the Bulls.
Yeah. No, you right. You right.
You can get free White Sox tickets in a cornflakes box if you save the tab. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up.
You pop the top off that 7-Up can.
It's fucked up, dog.
You collect like 3 of them.
Man, hey.
They give you box seats.
He ain't lying. I went to a White Sox game this summer and I was looking at the stands like, damn.
Only time it was lit was the last series of the season. That's where I went.
To try to see them lose.
Yeah.
And then in the streets, they claim they big diehard White Sox fans.
It's like, that's fucked up.
They don't even know 4 players on their team. They don't go to none of their games. They don't watch them on TV. Then they make it to the playoffs and the whole stadium sold out.
Well, look.
That stadium was rocking when they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, where all these niggas come from?
I know our Bulls is kind of like, where they is, but at least we doing better than the damn Washington Wizards. They horrible.
Oh, they'll stay. That's not a serious franchise.
They beating Denver, right? Well, they was beating Denver before I got out the car.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not a serious.
Hey,
Jordan Poole trash.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like that dude right there. First of all,
they still winning. They won. They beat Denver.
Wow. Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to a bad game.
3-18. That's what I'm saying, man. That's
First of all, ain't no way in the world I'm finna let Draymond Green just sucker punch me and hit me like that and not get back up and get swinging.
I mean, didn't he drop to the ground?
Not too much on Jordan Poole. He a Michigan guy.
Yeah, I know, but he a disgrace too.
Yes.
We gotta police our own. You know what I'm saying?
Michigan State knocking out Michigan. That was kind of like that was a disgrace, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Real quick, have you guys seen Cat lately?
But playing
Karl Anthony Towns?
no, I ain't seen him playing lately.
I know they just voided my bet that I put on him today.
What's going on with what's going on
He
with
must
Cat?
not be playing.
No, he's kind of balling right now.
He
I don't know.
ain't playing.
I don't know about the bet, but I do know he's been balling. He had this ill no look. He put the ball through his leg, didn't bounce it, and grabbed it and spun around and whipped it to the corner, like a
Like a travel.
No.
I want to travel.
I want to travel. I want to travel, but it was like some Rucker Park shit, and he tossed it off to Mikal Bridges, but Bridges bricked the shot. But if you would have made it, it would have been one of the top 10 plays.
A knee injury. So you got a knee injury. Knee issue.
This offense, right?
Spoke to him because he's been balling. Last couple of days he's been balling, and then he had that. Not to interrupt you, but he had that. He was backing up. I can't remember who he was backing up, but he backed into him, and dude hit him with his elbow super hard, and then he looked at the ref and while he was bouncing the ball, he was like, then turn around and hit the fadeaway in his face.
Okay, so
Cold.
we know that Cat is like offensively giftedly talent. We know he gonna do that, but defensive,
no,
that dude couldn't guard a dang on piece of tissue if it was out there, man.
Man, he stayed at the 3-point line. Why is his big ass always out there?
That's his thing.
Because he's soft.
Get it?
He won a 3-point contest.
He's soft.
I want to be known as the big.
They lost to Detroit today.
I want to be known as
Knicks.
a great big man 3-point shooter. That's the reason why I'm out here. Like, dude, get your ass out there and play some damn
you
defense.
You could be so much better if you was multifaceted.
Yeah.
Do what the Joker do. The Joker can hit threes. He go out there and shoot, but he gonna bully your ass down low. You know what I'm saying? Just be like that. Stop being soft.
Yeah. And he gonna play defense.
Our toughest center in the league is from a different country. We are losing basketball as a country.
Yeah, we are.
And hot take,
Can American top 5 beat the international top 5 right now?
who's American? Who's in your American top 5?
KD, Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, Team USA.
No, they're not all USA. Well, I guess put Team USA. Jason Tatum.
You would put. I mean, if you're going center, Anthony Davis is probably our best center.
I got Joker. He mopping him all day. he sees Joker in his dreams every day. And don't lie.
It's a nightmare.
That's your nigga. Don't lie. He cry every time you say the word Joker. He ain't never watched the movie Joker. He don't play spades with the Jokers. He be doing that 2 a heart to a diamond high bullshit.
Hey.
No, you about right, but chill.
Yeah.
Hey, damn.
Hey, you know damn well, like I said, that's Mr. Glass.
He's not Mr. Glass, but he can't do nothing with the
Okay,
Joker.
so your center out of there. International got the center.
I don't know if Bam counts.
As a power forward?
He played for Team USA, but I don't know.
Yeah, put him on there. I got Giannis. He got here too. Then let's go. That's 2 positions out the way.
KD,
Small forward.
Yeah, we put KD on the list.
KD. I'll put I probably want Luka at the 2. Oh, Wembanyama.
Ooh.
no, Wemby is the center.
Okay, I'll put Wemby the center. I'll put Joker as the power forward. I still won those 2. And then small forward, I got
We talking about the international team, right?
You say
Yeah,
Giannis?
I put Giannis a small forward.
KD's got Giannis.
You lying.
Jason Tatum. At the 2.
At the 2, Doncic.
And who's running the 1?
Shy. It's over with. International killing us, man. We have lost basketball. Your 5 ain't beating my 5. Sorry.
Yeah, because Steph ain't going to be able to hold him. No, yeah. Yeah.
Damn. You would put Anthony Edwards at the 1, maybe?
No, I put him 2. I put him 2, Steph 1.
Because are we putting LeBron at the 3?
Anthony
No,
Edwards
LeBron
get,
ain't in the game.
Anthony Edwards get Luka out of here.
See what Luka did to them?
Yeah, never mind.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, you right. Hey, no, yeah, you right.
What are we
LeBron
talking
ain't
about?
in the game.
No,
man.
LeBron
LeBron ain't in
No,
the game.
he's not.
He's too old.
He's not top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we getting cooked, bro.
That's a shame.
Because you got to think,
I mean,
Giannis is coming down coast to coast all day. Who's stopping that freight train?
we just don't have good defensive players. Does Joel Embiid count?
He's international.
He played for Team USA.
Yeah, he can count. He ain't gonna play. You can have him.
Damn.
He gonna be digging in his booty. You want a booty? You want a booty scratching ass? You can't. He ain't representing my country.
Hey, he gonna be at the
him outta
free.
there.
He gonna be at the free throw line,
Nah,
scratching his ass,
nah,
and
he
then he
ain't
gonna be ready to
representing
shoot
my
the free throw, and then he gonna sniff it.
Right. He ain't representing my
You
country.
know what I'm saying? Gonna be like Debo off of Friday.
Damn.
Yeah,
Nah, we good on that.
Damn, they really get us out of here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. That's crazy.
Victor gonna be able to step away from the free throw line and I mean the 3-point line and just cash us out.
Yeah. He's just him and Joker,
Heck, man, dude.
Giannis, Shy, and Luka.
Hey, and the crazy part about it is, Shy ain't even gotta run the 1. Joker can run the 1.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I sat down and I was like, nah, ain't no way this motherfucker is that good. And I sat,
Man, he been that good though.
yeah. And I sat down and I watched how he distributes the ball. He had a 20-20 and 15 or something like that game the other day.
But my cousins, my guys, they all tell me it's bullshit. I'm like, y'all ain't watching the games. This dude is running he's doing everything.
Yeah. He'll rebound.
And he's
bring
slow.
He'll rebound, bring the ball down the court, set up the offense, distribute the ball. They'll forget about him because they're distributing and shooters.
He might hit somebody back door.
Yeah, and then go get the
Or get the offensive rebound if they miss.
and tip it back in. All you gotta do is do that a couple times and you got 20 points.
Or they hit him in the post and he bullying
Or
whoever.
somebody else
guarding
get the rebound and toss it out to him. He hits the
him. Or
three.
hits the 3. Or one-legged fading back 3.
I was watching them the other day and I was looking at their starting lineup. So I was like, okay, so you got Jokic, you got Murray, you got
Aaron Gordon,
Michael
Porter,
and Michael Porter Jr., right? I was like, technically, the only damn thing they missing is a true 2 guard. They get a fucking true 2 guard. It's a wrap.
If they still have Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
It's a
But
wrap.
Yeah.
those players you naming is inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Jamal Murray, you never know if he can get you 15.
Jamal Murray is either Michael Jordan or Jamal Murray.
He didn't even play today.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray didn't play.
No, man, you don't know what you're getting out of him. But he big time in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
Time.
He's big time.
He shows up.
But that's just bullshit. You don't know what you get in the regular season.
True.
The Joker gonna show up every game. It's all about consistency. That's who should be getting these contracts.
Right. But at the same time, though, for a player like Aaron Gordon, he is going to show up in the playoffs, too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
He did last year.
But you don't know what he's gonna get you. I mean, he's gonna give you effort. You just hope he'll give you one of them 15-point games.
He's really a
'Cause he can
utility
do that.
guy. He's really a
Right.
utility guy. He's not
Right. They ain't gonna run plays for him.
No, they
But he-
tried that in Orlando. It didn't work.
Hustle.
Yeah.
So you just hope he's high energy. He's putting back rebounds. He's getting on the offensive boards. He's doing little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alley-oop here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr., he's a wild card. If his shot's on, he's money,
yeah.
he can get you 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Then
shots
he
off.
might get you 6 or 8.
Yeah.
And their bench ain't as strong as it was when they won the championship, too.
Their bench was very solid, but that's what happens when you win a championship. You're gonna lose those guys.
Yeah.
You got to be able. You got to be a Celtics and have those guys on deck who aren't getting playing time that need to get the playing time to be able to step up when the other guys go and get paid, or either that or have young enough guys to where they don't got a couple of them on rookie contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Denver is they're base their not their core. I guess the Joker would be considered your base, your core in the middle, but the things that your supporting staff that you count on are all injury prone.
Yeah.
When it comes to Porter Jr., he had massive surgery. Jamal Murray, he missed the whole season before, haven't he?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Gordon, I'm pretty sure he's been nicked up time to time. So you don't really have no consistency in your supporting cast.
Jamal Murray missed that.
Can we make that excuse for the Lakers then, please?
You can make that excuse for everybody, for any team that has that problem.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. That's it.
Man, all right.
I'm not gonna make no hell no.
I was going to say,
Did they win a championship
who?
the last couple of years?
2020.
That don't count. That was the bubble.
Right. That was the bubble.
Well,
yeah.
and they went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and ran into the championship. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Had it been any other team, they probably would have went. That was a great team.
Yeah. They play good.
Did y'all happen to see the video that I dropped in the chat?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if Coach watched it either. Cause
Man, I be working like here come another Laker video.
bro.
I'm in my lift 30 feet up in the air like I can watch this later.
Yeah.
What video was it?
Basically, it was a video that explained how Darvin Ham was gifted the roster halfway through the season on the Westbrook trade, and then you had the players like Rui Hachimura come in, D'Angelo Russell come in, and Jarrett Vanderbilt come in. And those players, they created the lineup of LeBron, Vanderbilt, Davis, and Russell, and Austin Reeves. And those 5 players was your starting lineup. And that was your most efficient lineup going through. That lineup got them to the Western Conference Finals, and that was the lineup that they played.
What did they bench get them?
I mean, their bench was their bench. They were decent. They were formidable. But at the same time, that particular lineup had the highest efficiency rating, going with us forward. That was a lineup that got you 2 because of Vanderbilt's defense, which covered up for D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves. But Vanderbilt also played really good offense and cutting.
Yeah, he won y'all a game in the playoffs one time.
Plenty of games.
By himself.
Yeah, he did.
With steals and blocks and different things like that, rebounding. So the next season comes, and immediately in the next season, he benches Vando. Immediately. So he, instead of playing Vando, he decides to start Taurean Prince, because Taurean was this guy from Milwaukee. Taurean Prince, with that lineup, it didn't work. And so instead of putting Vando back in the lineup, he kept putting in Cam Reddish to go along with Taurean Prince, and taking Austin Reeves out of the lineup.
So there's a whole video about this?
Yeah, it breaks it down.
So it's the same thing you said last week, but now somebody else is saying it? Pretty much?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to see the video then.
And then with that line, he pretty much sabotaged the season, because halfway through the season, he finally puts the lineup in, and you can hear the commentator saying, how long have they even played together, this lineup that got them to the Western Conference Finals? He said, they played together all of 2 minutes the entire season. You're halfway through the season. And then halfway through the season, Vandal finally plays with the lineup. He gets a foot injury. He's out for the rest of the season. And then they can put back Taurean Prince, Cam Reddish.
Yeah, that's just bad coaching decisions.
And then the next season, which is this season, Vandal hasn't played a minute yet because he's been injured. Rui's been injured. Everybody's been injured. And now they don't have any continuity in there. So basically they're going out there with Bron, AD, and Austin Reeves, and then D'Angelo Russell is on the bench because he didn't play great. The bench doesn't have any support.
I thought they said Connect was like rookie of the year or some shit.
He is, but like, are you really going to trust a rookie to get you to,
No.
to average you over 20 points per game on a team, on a LeBron team?
Well, if you got 2 people already average you over 20, you only need somebody that averages about a good 13, 14.
Well, you need a couple of them in today's NBA.
Yeah.
Not that rookie. I mean, I see if he was highly touted, but not that rookie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like I said, they only have 4 real NBA players on their team.
Okay.
And then
Well, they shouldn't be drafting non-NBA players.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? They would have more.
I mean, at the bottom of the draft, you're not going to get an NBA player.
That's what they said in New England draft in the bottom of
That's
the NFL
football.
draft.
That's football. It's different. When you get
it's
to
18 rounds, so he was number 576.
when you get into
You know what I'm
you get
saying?
into 50 picks 50 through 60, yeah, you're not.
That's where you find them gems at.
Right.
I mean, there's only been one gym in the past 10 years that's come out of there. Jokic. That's it.
That's more in the gym.
Yeah, that's more.
But that's it. And the rest of them, I mean, the rest of the players
That
drafted.
should be 4-time NBA MVP.
And Draymond just happened to get lucky.
Draymond was drafted higher than that.
Yeah, he was drafted pretty high.
When he drafted in the second round?
Not the bottom.
Not the bottom, yeah.
Oh.
I don't even think he was second round because he won the national championship, did he? With Izzo?
No, he ain't win no championship.
He went to
with
the
Izzo.
championship game.
Yeah, but he ain't win one, though. Okay. All right.
Yeah, hold on. I'll give it to you real quick. Because you can, I mean, real easily, you could tell me if you've ever heard of these players, let me know.
What
Shit.
That's gonna be a long list.
Long list of what?
You about to look up all this
No,
players?
no. I'm just gonna give you Tristan Newton, drafted to the Pacers. Enrique Freeman.
What numbers are you looking at?
I'm at pick 49.
So you're looking at all the previous pick 49s?
Yeah, 5 picks ahead of him. Enrique Freeman, Melvin and Iyinka, Quentin Post, Cam Spencer, Anton Watson, and then Bronny James. And most of those players.
I feel like that dude Post just had a 30-point game.
Which one?
The dude last name Post.
Quentin Post. No, he is not. He's grayed out, which means that he has not played an NBA game.
Oh,
Man, I ain't heard none of them names.
Exactly. So,
I just made that up anyway.
Yeah, I know. so you're talking
Except for Tristan Newton.
Tristan Newton sound like he been hooping. That's
That's the only one I heard of.
Tristan Newton.
She grayed out too.
No, he's not grayed out. But let me see if what I could check his stats real quick. Tristan Newton. This will tell me if he's played this year. No, he hasn't played.
Okay.
He's averaging 1.6 points per game, and he looks like he's
Why is it such a fall off from the bottom of an NBA draft? Which the NBA draft is only 2 rounds.
Right.
There's 30 teams, around 30 teams.
right.
There's 5 skill positions,
Mm-hmm.
but multiple on a team. So there's enough for you to pick 2 players out of college, at all the colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Every team should be able to pick 2 players that are serviceable. Why is it such a drop off the bottom of an NBA draft than it is in the NFL draft with hundreds and hundreds of players?
I mean, and then in the NFL, you're talking about, there's 5 positions on an NBA team, and then there's a 15 less than 20 man roster. In the NFL, there's a 60 man roster with 22 people on the field at one time.
Right.
So there's so many more positions to play,
But
and
there's still players getting and that come from those bottom rounds.
I think also in the NFL you get more opportunity because there was more injury.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
and so it's
More backups.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna get your opportunity in an NFL. So you could be a 4th string quarterback on a team, and 4 games go by and the quarterback gets injured every game, and now here's your shot.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, let me word this differently. If there's 60, let's use the number 60.
Yeah,
If there's 60 picks in every draft, let's say, you want to say half of them pan out
yeah,
to even being some type of serviceable.
to even
Right.
play in the league.
Right, not stars, not
Yeah,
great, but half of them play in the league.
Mm.
You mean to tell me only 30 players out of all the colleges are found every year?
I think it's
That can
because
make
of
the league?
Yeah, I think it's because
Yeah.
of the lack of how many roster spots there are available. The competition within each other is so high
Yeah.
that you have to that if you're a second round guy, you have to level up so much. The difference in talent from 1 to 60 is so vast, and you got to think, even if you're drafted top 5 in the draft, for you to even you come into the NBA as a bottom tier player because the level of competition is so high.
Depending on what team you go to, though.
I think it's just harder.
Patrick Williams got picked, and he was playing on the bench in college, and he got picked in the lottery.
That's probably because
I think it was number 4 in the draft.
Number
how good
6.
was the team? How good was the team that he was playing on?
Florida State.
Yeah.
Wasn't good. I mean, they was decent.
It was decent, but they didn't make no noise.
He was literally a bench player, and he got drafted.
Who drafted him?
The Bulls.
Chicago.
Yeah, that tells you all you need to know right there. That's why.
But
that doesn't happen every day. That doesn't happen every day.
At the same time, though, okay, a player like Bronny,
Yeah,
most of those players that get drafted in the second round,
that don't happen every day.
Most of those players
He's better than Bronny.
Right. Most of those players that get drafted in the second round, they literally got to earn their spot.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why a lot of people are in arms up about that is because, like, hold up. He did not literally have to earn his spot. Most of those players don't get signed. They be like, send them straight to the G League. If they got any type of ounce of talent, they got to earn their spot, this and that. He literally signed a decent amount of a contract that was like, what, $4 million. They ain't getting that much dang on type of money.
I think
for a second rounder.
I think one thing with Bronny that people often forget is the fact that the money didn't come from the Lakers.
Well, he probably had NIL money. Well, they don't do that in college, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They
They
do
do that in
yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
But the money that he got was money that LeBron saved them. That if Bronny,
his dad's a
if Bronny
billionaire.
James, if Bronny James never existed, then LeBron would have took $4 million more on his contract. But he pretty much saved them that money for them to sign him to that contract.
Wait, you don't think he would have used that for them to get a superstar?
Who are they gonna get for $4 million?
Or I'm talking about $4 extra million on the salary cap.
No. They were with that money that LeBron signed, because LeBron waited to sign his contract until they were done with their moves. They didn't really have many moves to make this past offseason. And there wasn't where the Lakers were at is that whatever they spent their money on, this motherfucker better pan out, because he's all that we can afford. There weren't many players that were fitting that criteria. You weren't getting a bench player that makes a difference at $4 million. $4 million today ain't the same as $4 million 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
$4 million today, I mean, you barely playing and making $4 million. A $10 million player is a player that's an impact player.
You know what's crazy? You don't hear people saying, I want to go play for LA.
Not right now. No.
Nobody want to go play with LeBron.
Not right now. Well, I can guarantee you if they had a max slot open, someone would fill it. But they don't have it.
A max spot?
Yeah.
A max money?
Yeah.
I'm sure in LA, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
But also when you're on a team with LeBron and AD, you don't want another star to come, because
why did DeRozan sign with Sacramento and not LA?
They don't have 2 stars already. Two LeBron and AD level stars? No. And he didn't fit their
He don't need to be the star.
He didn't fit their system. It was a mutual, this won't work.
So they didn't want DeRozan.
No, and he didn't fit, bro.
How wouldn't DeRozan fit their system?
That's crazy.
Is DeRozan a wing defender?
He's serviceable.
Yeah.
Especially when he's a walking bucket.
You can't have LeBron James and DeMar DeRozan on the same team with Austin Reeves, and that's literally virtually no defense.
I thought LeBron was top all-time defender.
No.
Oh, I knew that, but everybody else say that.
No, I mean, over time, sure. Maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but LeBron stopped playing defense a long time ago.
He stopped playing defense when he started playing defense.
Yeah. But, I mean, it just... You gotta think if you're J.J. Redick and you're like, yeah, DeMar can come in and score you 28 points a night, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he can't defend. So I got Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, DeRozan, LeBron, AD, and none of them can defend. And I can't trade Russell, and I don't want to get rid of Reeves because his contract is too good. I can't trade LeBron. I can't trade AD. The fuck I'm going to do with DeMar DeRozan? And I can't put DeMar DeRozan on the bench because we paid him too much fucking money to come sit on the bench. So, no, I can't ask him to come in and take less money to play this role. It just doesn't make sense.
Okay, I see all that. Now, if J.J. Redick is supposed to be such of a brilliant mind and he can get people to play and this and that and ready, why he ain't really got Bronny so and ready to play? Why ain't Bronny playing with the Lakers more? What?
It's
He's
Bronny
a basketball
James.
coach, not a magician.
Bronny James, yeah. First off,
You know what I'm saying?
Bronny James is the equivalent of what we call a drafted stash. So there are players that get drafted within that 45 to 60. Because you got to imagine, Bronny James, his pick was 5 away from the end of the draft. There are players that they'll pick, and it's been known. It happens every single year.
Oh yeah, I know about the draft and stash.
He's an in-country drafting stash. That's all he is. The only difference is because his dad is LeBron James, he is taking up a roster spot. But as of right now, the NBA has increased the amount of roster spots you can have on your team per last year. So really, you didn't lose anything. There wasn't a guy that was going to come in and take Bronny's place that was going to play and impact winning.
Okay.
So I mean, if
You
you're
can
talking,
say that, but you don't know that.
if LeBron James would,
You don't know that.
if Bronny would have got drafted at pick 17, I would have been pissed. I would have been absolutely pissed. But he didn't. And not only that,
There's Jeremy Lin's everywhere.
there are Jeremy Lins everywhere, but the Lakers haven't found it. And one thing you can say about the Lakers,
Austin Reeves.
right?
He was a Jeremy. Nobody knew that
I'm
the
just
hell that
saying,
dude was.
one thing you can say about the Lakers is they're really fucking good at finding that diamond out of nowhere. The Lakers were the ones who brought up Jordan Clarkson and turned him into a great player. They turned who's a player that just went to
I
OKC
think
from where y'all
Kobe turned him into a good player.
he played with Kobe for like a year or two. But who's the player that just left you guys? White ball dude just went to OKC.
Caruso.
Caruso.
They developed Caruso. They developed Austin Reeves. They developed. I mean, they picked Dalton. Now Dalton Connect was a steal of the draft.
So they connect short white dudes. They developed those
They
players.
found him. They found him. You know, the bad part is we just
The
had a
only
lot.
team in the league.
The bad part is we just had players that were on our roster that could play. That unfortunately, because of the coach last year, he didn't want to play them, and now they're gone. If you look at Memphis's roster, they have 2 centers and they have 1 Scottie Pippen Jr. Those players were on our roster last year in our system, and they're balling.
Yeah.
Absolutely balling.
I give you that. I give you that.
But I mean, and that's to their credit that Memphis saw that talent and was able to develop it. I keep saying over and over and over again, you need to push the youth movement in basketball.
Yeah.
You have to look at basketball the same way that you look at baseball, where you have your farm system and you develop your farm system and you just continue to develop from within. You got the Yankees right now that got 3 different positions that's about to be filled with players who are already on their roster from their farm system.
But the players like that don't come
They don't come off
in baseball
They don't come often.
in baseball as they come in as often in basketball. You can't just stash a player in basketball for 5-6 years.
No, you can't.
like you can do in baseball.
You can't, but and I understand the clock is a lot quicker in basketball, but at the same time, if you have that development there, and you have a good development like a staff that's dedicated to developing,
and you might as well draft them
players.
when you can't draft them out of high school no more. So
You
they
can't
can't
do that.
one and dones no more.
no,
either, can they?
you
In
here's-
college, yeah, you can do
still
one and done.
dones. You might
here's-
as well start doing all one and done.
Here's what you do. You take a player like a player who lost us the game last night, Gabe Vincent. You take that contract and you dump him to somebody for 2 second-round draft picks, and you keep accumulating second-round draft picks, and then
So then you're just gonna have a bunch of bums.
no. But you have your superstars, and your superstars. Your superstars basically take up so much of your salary that those are the type of contracts that you can fill in those
How
slots
long
with.
are your superstars going to sit here and play with all these bums that you're developing?
No. I mean, you still use your mid-level exceptions and different things like that to get other players, but you're only focused on playing 9 players at a time.
Yeah.
The rest of those players are developing.
Like the
You know,
boy
you
from
you can find 9 players to play basketball.
like the boy from Duke, Cooper Flag. He
Yeah.
gonna be one and done.
Yeah. Cooper Flag is
but
out of
is he
here.
gonna be one and done in the league too? Is he gonna be that guy? Or is he gonna be a Jimmer Fredette
I think he's
or
gonna,
a Doug
I think,
McDermott?
I think he gonna be that guy.
I think he's gonna be that guy because he came in and Team USA and was busting ass.
Yeah,
And
heard.
everybody said he was the truth.
I heard.
he gonna be that dude, man. It's
Everybody said he was the truth.
I heard. So who's tanking for him right now?
uh
Washington. Well, they just beat Denver. They ain't doing a good job
Yeah.
of tanking.
Washington is pretty horrible. He may end up in Washington, but it's really gonna depend on who getting that draft pick. But then you also got to think about the draft picks, because then it's gonna be like, say, oh, I traded this pick to you, but technically that's my draft pick.
Else.
Yeah,
I
think Washington might own their pick, but you also have the Pelicans at the bottom of the West, the Jazz at the bottom of the West, and the Jazz. I think the Jazz have a really good shot at doing it because they
do they own their pick? Because who they give up for Jordan Poole? They didn't give up a pick for Poole.
I don't think. Hold on,
because Jordan Poole was highly was up there. His status was up there when they traded for him.
Even though the Utah Jazz just signed,
they own their pick. They own their pick. New Orleans is some funny shit with their pick. And then after that, Utah owns their pick, Charlotte owns their pick, and Philly owns their pick. Right. Those are the bottom 5 of the league.
Even though I know the Jazz just signed Lauri Markkanen into that contract, I wouldn't be too surprised if they try to move his ass in the offseason.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's fine. Yeah, that's a backup.
So
as long as that big one don't go out, we good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're completely right. They're in
they're in that selling mode.
And right now, it's more valuable to be a long contract than expiring contract because they're looking at it like baseball. How many years of control do I have? Because these players no one has cap space anymore.
Right.
And cap space is a thing of the past. So they're looking at who has a bigger, longer contract that I can, okay, I'm going to sign Lauri Markkanen into a 4-year, $150 million deal. Now I have X amount of dollars that I can, for Lauri Markkanen, I can bring in 3 players and plug in.
But my thing is, what the hell are they trying? Why did you get rid of Donovan Mitchell and sign Lauri Markkanen?
I don't think it was 1 for 1.
But what I'm saying is you acted like you was trying to build something by signing Lauri Markkanen when you had Donovan Mitchell.
No. You forgetting. They went full rebuild when they traded Rudy Gobert.
But they kept Donovan Mitchell.
And then they traded Donovan Mitchell.
The
plan was always to rebuild.
Okay, so why are you still holding on to Lauri Markkanen is what I'm saying.
Because that's what you got. But you can't flip him immediately. You gotta, and his value wasn't. He had a big year last year, but they weren't expecting him to be also
big years.
Yeah,
Mitchell had big years.
No.
Didn't we trade?
He outplayed his contract.
He outplayed how they thought he was. He wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to come in and be another John Collins, just another guy.
Right.
They didn't know he was going to be.
But didn't we trade Lauri Markkanen to Utah?
Yeah,
I think they signed him on his free agent deal.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I just think we didn't re-sign him. I don't think we traded him.
Yeah,
Lauri Markkanen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought we either traded him or we just didn't re-sign him.
I think we just didn't re-sign him.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember who we got back from Utah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That was a while.
Figure this out real fast. He went to Cleveland.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was in a sign and trade to Cleveland.
Yeah,
and then from Cleveland he went to the Utah Jazz.
Okay,
he was traded with Colin Sexton, and 3 first-round draft picks for Donovan Mitchell. So they were rebuilding.
They gave up the whole system for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. And it worked. It worked. Cleveland has all the talent to win it all. They have a great center. They have a great power forward. Evan Mobley just went off for 30 points the other night. They have two great guards. They got a bench.
Well, they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Look good.
That's the youth movement, man. But before we get out of here, we'll talk Gervonta Davis. He said he's retired. Do you guys believe him?
Nope.
I don't believe boxers when they open their mouths ever.
Nah,
I don't see what the play is though. Like, why would you even put that out there?
No, I don't think
because what's the name ruined it for boxing, and he can just go fight somebody for money now.
He said he was sick of it.
Yeah, he can just go whenever I feel like it. I could just go make $50 million and fight this dude.
Do what Mayweather did.
Yeah, and
the problem is,
I don't even really have to fight.
But who's gonna? So Mayweather can take these little exhibition fights,
right?
Maybe worth money, or you can. He's definitely not gonna fight a fucking the old boy that just beat Tyson.
Yeah.
He's never gonna fight. They're never gonna fight each other.
He ain't gonna fight him. No.
But he doesn't have to fight talent anymore. He could just fight people for. And in the clause, you can't knock me out.
Yeah.
I don't think he garners that money. I think it's I don't know what it is, but I thought he was.
He won't get $50 million.
I think he should
fighting Jake Paul.
I think he should fight. What's his name?
Jake Paul.
He just beat Crawford, Bud Crawford.
Spence.
He just beat Spence. He should fight Bud Crawford.
Oh, okay.
I don't know boxing like that, but I do know that
That's the fight right there.
You don't really have to do too much. I mean, they're paying for celebrities now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's the thing,
well,
though.
You still got big money fights that needs to be had.
Right? Yeah. I mean, but we know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That ain't going to be Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford's going to fight. What's his name? Not Cotto. Canelo.
Yeah,
Canelo.
But we
That's
know Jake Paul will never get into a fight with them like a Shakur Stevenson or Bud Crawford.
He will if he make him sign that they can't knock him out.
Well, why would you do that? His big ass.
Because it's putting on a show. It's WWE of boxing.
He all about making that money.
They're not paying for the fight. They're paying for the storyline.
Yeah, he all about making that money.
Yeah, and if I can get Tank in the ring and just say, "Hey, Tank, we'll both make $50 million if you don't knock me out," or fuck it, knock me out, and we'll both make $50 million, and everybody will get what they wanted.
Yeah,
who cares? And then we could do it. We could do it again, and make another $50 million.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't even like talking about boxing like that.
I know. It sucks, but that's where it's at. That's why you
I don't even want to put that shit in the air.
Yeah, but boxing you want to be able to watch boxing because it's
with integrity.
Yeah, the integrity. Yeah. You know it when you get two people in the ring, they fighting.
Just go to WWE.
I mean,
if you want to do that shit, just go to wrestling.
If I was Tank, I would go to WWE.
Why? He's too young.
If he doesn't want to box, and he just wants to make money,
go to UFC, man.
Pull a Ronda Rousey, rebrand.
No, man, just go to UFC.
He's way too little.
And to go to UFC?
Yeah,
go to
you never
WWE.
heard of Rey Mysterio?
Ray Mysterio.
Ray Mysterio.
He is a wrestler.
Yeah,
he's a lucha libre. That's their culture.
Yeah.
Tank Davis, that nigga is not. He's just gonna be like, bro, you are from.
Ray all I'm saying is that he doesn't have to.
From Gary at 5'3".
Ray Mysterio is standing like 5'6", man.
I'm just saying he doesn't have to box if he doesn't want to. It's kind of like how rappers don't want to rap anymore. You know, everybody just wants to get
They're
that
entertaining.
First, yeah, they just want to get that first bag and then pivot to something else.
Most boxers ain't entertaining.
Nah,
he don't want to fight.
They get hit in the head too much.
You don't want to fight.
Hey, just retire then, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean,
open up a gym, be a trainer, do some promote.
I know we finna get out of here, but you never talked anything about Josh saying he ain't dunking no more, man.
Oh yeah, well that's a good choice. There's two things actually I didn't get to. Is the parlays and that. But real quick, how y'all feel about that? I'm okay with it. I am A-okay with it.
With him not dunking no more?
Yeah, he said
that's bullshit.
He said he want to save himself more so he'd be healthy for like when the playoffs start and everything. That's what I'm saying.
Anytime you leave the ground, just the risk.
Right.
I think
you still got to leave the ground for layups. You still going.
You still got to leave the ground for a jump shot.
I think he meant he's not trying to get bodies.
Nah,
because
come on, man.
Maybe
because he was tagging bodies.
Yeah,
that's part of John McGrant's like skill set, man.
I understand, but you wear that jersey that you wearing. There was another dude who wore that jersey and it had a 1 on it, and he used to always get bodies too.
But he didn't get hurt from getting bodies.
Hell no.
He got hurt from dunking.
No, he didn't. He just did a hop step on the sideline.
Exactly.
Like he was on the baseline.
And you know who fault that was? Damn Thibodeau. You should have took his ass out. We was blowing the damn Sixers out, and you left him in.
You know, first
you
game
even started on
series.
that, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's bullshit. I think
and he's
he's
a smaller frame guy too.
And you don't come into any game holding back anything.
Yeah,
especially anything out of your repertoire or anything that helps you win games.
What if he's trying to transition from Derrick Rose to AI?
Is that what he's doing?
I mean,
because that don't make sense to me either. Because AI was the most reckless point guard I've ever seen.
Man, reckless.
He was always on the ground.
You know what I'm saying? AI didn't had surgery on his elbow, his pinky.
He only weighed
his
98
knees,
pounds.
His ankles.
He was always on the ground.
Always.
And there was Shaq and the big boys just always going to hold.
Didn't care.
Then wasn't scared.
Right. He done dunked on a couple of cats too at that height. Like, come on, man. Like, that's Ja's game, man.
So
and now you don't want to dunk no more.
Cop out.
I think.
Yeah, man.
No, I just think that's the state of the fucking
Soft.
human beings that we have in this world, man.
Soft.
Like
soft.
bro,
That's just
you don't
soft.
just you don't. What are you taking away your? Why are you taking your Superman cape off?
Right.
When you were the leader of a franchise, you were trying to get a championship. So now you're more concerned about yourself. I understand that. But there was a time where you was trying to win a championship.
Yeah.
You was trying to win that by any means necessary. Can you imagine in the Jordan rules when they was like, we ain't letting Jordan get in the air because we just gonna take him down.
Right.
He was like, I'm gonna stop going in the air.
he ain't never stopped.
No, he didn't.
You know,
You're
and
just gonna keep. You gotta fight.
and you think about it, just like him not saying he ain't dunking no more, it's because of him and people like Anthony Edwards. The dunk contest is whack now.
Yeah.
Because if Ja and Anthony Edwards enter the dunk
It
contest,
started
man,
with LeBron though.
yeah, it started with LeBron.
He started all that shit. Like stars were going to the dunk contest until that happened.
It started with LeBron. Don't start with that. Don't start. It
All
started
the
with
greats
LeBron.
have done it. And why? And he started with him. Now everybody's like, I ain't doing LeBron.
Right.
I ain't doing it. He probably talking because all these kids look up to him. So he's probably talking to them why he don't do it. And they're probably like, yeah, you're right. So I ain't doing
And
it.
then what did Zion say? Zion said, if I make the All-Star game, yeah, I'll be in a dunk contest. But you ain't never healthy, Zion.
Yeah, we don't want to see that no more.
You know, like,
He'll fuck around and get hurt in the dunk contest. First player ever.
bust out his shoes.
We go to stretch it off the fucking court at the
You
dunk
think you get a
contest.
dunk contest if they put up $1 million?
I think they've already done that.
Yeah.
I think they've already
No, they
offered millions of dollars to LeBron. He don't need it. I mean, there's only the star players we want. The guys.
Who do you want to see?
We
wanna
wanted to see LeBron. He didn't do
Right.
it.
No, who do you want to see today?
Today I would want to see Ja Anthony Edwards.
Yes. I got to see them too.
Zion a couple years ago I would want to see Zion. Not anymore.
I can't see I don't want to see nobody like tall like Wemby trying to do it. It ain't gonna
You
look
don't even
right,
gotta
man.
jump.
I'm trying to think of other players.
No,
that-
it's only Anthony Edwards and Ja. The only two that's
Right. I don't even want to see Giannis do it because it ain't gonna look right.
No, we talking about fly flyers, dunk like high flyers, creativity, swag.
Yeah.
Somebody that can some Vince Carter type shit.
maybe Jaylen Brown.
He already been in it.
Yeah.
He ain't good no more in it. He did his little D Brown dunk 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
That shit was trash.
I don't think there's anybody else that.
No, it was just
last
Anthony
two
Edwards
people-
and John Morant.
The last two people that made the slam dunk contest, what it was, and
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
exactly. And it was good.
It was
And that's
amazing.
one of the top 5 of all time.
It was amazing. I take that. I take another one of those.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And just
Aaron Gordon got robbed.
because who was that dude that won it 2 years in a row? He ain't
Nate
that-
Robinson?
No, a little white dude.
Oh, the dude that ain't even in the league. Matt McClung.
Yeah, I looked at his
Those
dunks.
dunks was tight, but
I was like,
he's a
come
Harlem
on.
Globetrotter type player. That
Thank
shit
you.
don't count. He probably takes.
get
They probably don't drug test him. He ain't even in the league. He be injecting his calves with some type of bullshit.
I think they can pull it together if they get those two. I mean, it doesn't sound like those two guys would be opposed to it. Anthony Edwards with the shits.
I think
He's with the shits.
I bet he reminds me of an old school. He's got something about him that reminds me of that old young Mike mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
he with the shits.
those are players.
And
I
he'll
like.
tell you about it too.
and that showed me last year when he was straight talking shit to
KD.
KD, like coming up the court, clapping his hands, like, yeah, I'm that dude. I'm that dude. I was like, oh yeah.
I don't think superstars. I can't think of
Then
many
he ran into
superstars that
Luka.
actually do dunk anymore. Though.
Then he ran into Luka.
Oh yeah, he
Found out
ran.
who the real dude was.
He
was
ran
like,
into
yeah,
Luka,
I'm not
man,
ready.
and that was a wrap though.
Yeah,
but-
like,
How
if
was
you,
these
if you look at
slow-
if you look at our superstars, they don't even dunk anymore. Really, the best players in the game, give them to me. You talking about Jokic? You talking about?
hey, I'm sorry.
Giannis, that's all Giannis
Giannis still gonna dunk on you.
small forward Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, but Giannis in the dunk contest.
Oh no, he ain't done. That's not,
that
nobody wants to see that.
I mean, I mean, would he be like a what you call it from the Sonics, like a Sean Kemp?
Sean Kemp.
Shawn Kemp.
He's taller and longer.
No, he'll
and
be like a Larry Nance.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Yeah,
Larry Nance back in the day, he'll be kind of like that. Like so.
maybe Larry Nance won.
Tom Chambers or some shit.
Yeah, but
hey, if you go through the Rolodex,
I
of best players,
bet Giannis can't even do a windmill.
no.
It'll look all goofy.
No. Isn't that wild though? Our stars don't dunk anymore. They don't.
They all shoot threes.
They all shoot threes. Yeah, I can't think of.
And the last big man I know that when he dunked on you, he dunked with authority. Was like
Dwight Howard,
but Kevin Garnett. When Kevin Garnett dunked on you, man, it was like you knew.
And that day, you still had Kenyon Martin.
Yeah, yes.
Kenyon Martin. There was a lot of players. Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. There's a lot of players since then.
They've done it. DeAndre Jordan's done it.
He's too tall.
Dwight does not. No, they've done the contest before.
Right, but they're just too tall.
It doesn't look great. I don't know.
Man,
Blake Griffin was decent.
I remember one of the best dunks I seen at the time as a kid, man, and I could just remember going out on a little small rim trying to do it is when I seen Kenny Skywalker. I was like, man, that's got to be one of the best names in the slam dunk contest. And that's when he did the 360.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's cold, man. Kenny Skywalker. I was like, right there, that's some cold stuff, man. And then,
all them dunks in the 80s early 90s was so basic.
Yeah, they were, but we thought they were the best shit in the world.
Yeah. I remember Kobe did that through the legs. I thought that was tight.
East Bay Funk.
Yeah. That shit was so trash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, was so trash.
But then, like I say, real talk, when you seen Mike.
But Mike's dunks in the 80s.
In 88. In 88, when you seen him jump from the free throw line, you ain't know how cold it was until they slowed it down.
Right.
In slow motion. You was
like,
out.
Okay. I like the one where he went from one side with one hand.
Oh.
Cuffed it and then came back the other side with the chain on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one, probably.
Man, that one and the one when he went baseline and he took off and he leaned sideways.
Yeah, that's my favorite poster.
That Mac dude, he put on a good show.
Yeah, that's what he do. He is a professional dunker.
Yeah.
He dunks 365 days a year. He does whatever workouts he got. He's no NBA player.
Yeah.
He's decent. He's a decent ball player on his. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give him that.
I like the idea that Stephen A had. Stephen A said that you should have like top 5 of the top NBA players go around and get actual dunkers, pay them money to come and dunk in the NBA All-Star game.
Man,
like have a tournament and do that.
Like they're sponsoring them?
Yeah, professional dunkers. Professional dunkers. I was like,
Man, we are at the NBA All-Star game. We want to see NBA players.
Right. And I was like,
Next thing gonna be sponsoring 3-point shooters.
Right.
I'm looking at the top 20 NBA players. Giannis can dunk. Kevin Durant can't. Luka can't. No, Jokic can't. Shai, I haven't seen it. Jason Tatum doesn't.
No.
Jimmy can't. Kawhi can't. Steph can't.
Paul George can't even dunk no more.
He just missed one wide open yesterday.
It's just old. They're just old. Anthony Davis can't. Yeah.
There ain't no exciting players in the league that do that besides Anthony Edwards and Ja.
Right.
Yeah.
Zion out, so he ain't dunking.
I mean, are you mad at that they're real NBA players and that they're so versatile with their size, that they're the best players in the league because of their versatility? I mean, if you look at Joel Embiid is a very versatile player who in the 80s, 90s wouldn't be anything, but because of today's NBA, he's one of the best in the league.
No, he would translate because he can play with his back to the basket and he's big.
Yeah,
but pause, he's 7'2".
Yeah, and then also look at Giannis. Like Giannis back in the 90s, with his game and everything,
he wouldn't translate.
He wouldn't translate back to their game. Yeah, but this is how the game evolved.
Right.
Yeah.
Giannis wouldn't be what he is in the 90s because you can't just run by people and dunk on them in the 90s.
No.
If you're gonna be if you ain't gonna have a jump shot, or can beat somebody off the dribble, when you're big, you got to play with your back to the basket. Mm-hmm. And I don't see him playing his back to the basket when people like David Robinson, Anthony Mason,
Moses Malone.
These dudes bodying you, and
Kareem,
you know what I'm saying?
Just waiting for you.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I
You don't even got to jump hook.
This is the best thing. Basketball isn't explosive right now.
Right.
It just isn't.
Because you see somebody like Jokic or not even fucking Naka Jokic, but Embiid guarding Hakeem Olajuwon.
No,
He'd kill him with that dream shake.
Yeah,
Man,
they're just not physical.
But Joel could play offense down low. He doesn't have to have the greatest leaping abilities, but for him to be as big as he is, he could be serviceable on defense in those days because you banging down low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he could play the defense. He just think he ain't got the speed, maybe, but they didn't all have speed, big man.
Right. Man,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
So I wouldn't mind Joel. He'd be better than John Koncak. You know, Ronnie Cycli. He better than them clowns, you know what I'm saying?
Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright. You know
with that old fluky jump shot of his.
Right. I think he would translate. I think Joel would translate. And he would be dangerous because he could shoot the three.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
like Hakeem, he could step out. He just didn't do it much. But when he stepped out, he made them shots. Patrick Ewing can make them shots.
Patrick Ewing was good for that.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying their game could translate into ours, but ours probably couldn't translate into theirs.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just speaking about Joel Embiid.
Okay.
I think he could make it back then. I do believe there's players that would translate to this game if that's what if they practice that.
I just feel like the more explosive players aren't, like, you don't have to be explosive to be one of the best in the game anymore.
No.
At all. Yeah. Which makes, I mean, it's a skill. It's a skill game now. You just have to be very skillful. And if you're skillful, you know, and back in the day, dunking meant something as far as the impact of the game. Now it really doesn't.
No.
It's just it's icing.
Well, that's because coaches are emphasizing that three's better than two.
Yeah.
The Bulls switched up their whole team based on the fact that DeMar DeRozan, their best player at the time, didn't fit today's basketball game because all he does is shoot twos. You mean tell me you rather get somebody that's going to throw up a whole bunch of threes over a person that's efficient at making baskets? That's how bad they want to change the game. And that's crazy to me because that means you're telling me a player like, I wouldn't say Michael Jordan, but a player that plays like that don't translate into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here? Jordan didn't take threes. He could, if he wanted to, he'd make them. He made it. He did. When he shot threes, he did do decent. That just wasn't his game.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy that you would try to weed that out of the game.
Yeah. It's a lot of it is because, like, when you're looking at the competition, if your competition is, pretty much it's a everybody's doing it thing. If everybody's doing it and you're not the guy that's doing it, then you're just gonna get rolled over.
The pace is faster.
Yeah.
Defense is lax.
Yeah.
So if the team over here is putting up 40, 50 threes a game, and you over here shooting these twos, you can make all the twos you want. We're still gonna lose.
And you're not running.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're running faster than you. They're running down the court, and at the minute that they get on a fast break, two guys are going to the corner and they're shooting, and then you bring the ball up slow. And you set up your that was the Lakers.
So the name of the game is the more possessions, the more threes we get up, the more probability we have a chance to win.
Right, and that's just numbers, really.
That's
because
stupid.
Steph Curry known for that. You know what I'm saying? He brings the ball up, and what does he do? Minute he cross half court, he gives it up to Draymond Green. He coming off a corner, he going way over to the left side. And then after you come off the left side, he get the ball up. If he ain't got the shot, he giving it back up. Then he running off a screen. He coming up to the top of the key. Then he just keep moving until he get that shot.
That ain't nothing but what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen used to do.
Exactly.
It's not a lot of half court offense.
A lot of just chase them around the whole floor the whole time.
Yeah. Fuck your parlays.
Yeah, you talk about
parlays.
Hey, you saw,
I think it's rigged, man.
You saw who was it? Plays for Sac.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. He said, "Fuck your parlays."
Yeah,
damn.
And they doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
like you can't tell me that Ja Morant can't get me 10 points in a game.
Oh, he can get you 10 points.
Ja Morant. He can't. When I got money on him to get me 10. AD can't get me 10 points, bro.
AD can get you.
He can't get me 8 rebounds.
He can get you 8.
They don't when I put my money on them. The superstars, bro.
Damn.
I'll be at home like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
AD didn't play the whole fourth quarter of that game.
Fuck
Oh shit.
The whole fourth quarter.
Damn.
It was getting blown out,
Superstar.
right?
Bum ass Lakers, man.
It is what it is.
Bum ass Lakers.
Thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate you. Definitely put some comments and stuff in there of things that you guys want us to talk about on our next week's episode. Like I said, it was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel.
Swill.
They call me Swill. What happened?
Swill.
What?
I got a big announcement.
What?
So I'm not gonna be here the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So if they want to see me on anything, I'm gonna be here for the Friday.
Yeah.
What's the hip hop?
On the panel podcast next week.
Podcast. I will be here for that. The next 2 weeks, I will not be at the sports pod.
That's okay, man. And I'm thinking of doing maybe a Christmas party so everybody can meet everybody. Yeah. And then we can have some guys, hey, let me pop on here, let me pop on there, and
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
that sound good.
Yeah. I just gotta find a bigger place to host it.
Yeah, I'm having a Christmas vacation, so
right.
You deserve it, my man. You work hard.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys soon.
Deuces.